people helping each other, a lot of streamers trying to make it. I was lucky enough to be selected to be part of the sponsored program, so they actually they give me access to their channel. I could stream on their channel if I wanted to. They give me discounts if I wanted to buy a server for one game. I get invited on podcasts sometimes. I'm part of their website and such. They'll make apparel for my stream, and they'll be selling it through their service. It's pretty good. No, it's not just a group of friends. No. It's a big thing. Yeah, it's becoming pretty huge. They're actually recruiting right now. For I think I don't know what the cutoff point is, but you could submit an application if you wanted to be part of it. I just don't have a link for it, Andy. I don't think so. But I think if you click under my stream, on the banner of True Gaming, you might be able to get into their website, and from there, I think that's where the application is if you wanted to join and be part of the True team. But yeah, it's not a group of friends. No. Suddenly you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. The Anamemphath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamphath Shimak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
Ferold. A vision of an Orlan man appears near Betrold. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them. He points behind you. Turning you see the ghostly shape of 5 other Anamphata, another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face, and a frowning dwarf, a black-furred Orlan, and 2 elves. You're angry about something. I hear it in your voice. What is it? Are the outrages I listed for you not enough? Trouble brews, and none of it is my choosing. The spectral Orlan takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tendrils of essence strain between them, and he grimaces and leans forward as if struggling against a gale. The angry Anamemphath winces. War. The spectral Orlan is a rasping croak. They're headed for war. Remind them of Ferold's warning. Does Ferold's warning mean anything to you? Ferold's soul image gasps. Taut threads of essence tug at him, drawing him back into the Anamemphath. He looks up at you. I tried to tell them. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estremorn.
You'd better explain yourself.
The 2 attending tribesmen look from the Anamemphath to you, their swords hands ready. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estremorn.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
Yes, I am. Yes. That explains much.
Ferold's warning came before the Broken Stone
Okay,
War.
Turtle. Talk to you later, man.
My ancestor on my mother's side was Anamphath of our tribe then. When the Estremoric farmers defiled the Builder's monuments, Ferold urged the other Anamphatha to patience. But louder, angrier voices prevailed.
Okay. She folds her clawed hands in front of her and gazes down at them.
Ferold believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the Builders as we do. He also believed the Builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, He worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations. And you can see where we are today.
After 2 wars with the Deerwood, his warning is more relevant than ever.
While Ferelt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
An image of a polished Adra cubes flashes into your mind. There is writing on the side, but the image is too faint for you to read it. The Anamenfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing a pointed claw. So give them something else to remember. She looks at you sadly. I'm afraid I already have.
Another Estremor came through here a few days ago and, well, letting him through was a mistake. One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estremoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
Uh-oh. That must be Tails. You figured it out? Great. Oh, dude, no worries, man. You stayed up for so long, and I streamed for so long yesterday. No worries, dude. I completely understand. And apologies, guys. I just had to eat something, and Van brought me some grub, so I wanted to chow down as fast as possible so we can keep on going. Okay. It sounds like the man I came here to stop.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar Twin Elms from Estremoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
You again see the polished outer cornerstone in your mind. This time, the image is clearer. Each face of the stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You feel your lips form words. A gift from the builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardian watch the door while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
Betchel stares back at you, her tiny pointed teeth visible through her gaping mouth. I know.
Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the Guided Compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elm's Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
In the meantime, I shall be here to assist you. Sweet! One of my companions, a representative of the Valiant Republic, wishes to discuss a trade issue with you. The Oran turns her gaze towards Pelagina. Yes, the Valiant godlike, blessed of Ialea. Pelagina bristles and quickly spits out a response, so they say. The Anamenfath's face shows no outward emotion, but her voice betrays annoyance at Pelagina's interruption. And diplomat of the Duke's bells, I understand you were to be sent here with trade assurances from your masters. Revered Anamenfath, it is true that I was chosen to convey these assurances, but understand that I was fashioned more for war than etiquette. The Order smirks slightly. In these dangerous times, perhaps it is better to send warriors to do diplomats' work. Pelagina musters a weak smile. Indeed, Anamenfath, regarding the exclusive trade agreement, her voice quavers slightly and her golden eyes dart in your direction. Nod head, smiling warmly. Pelagina stills herself. The Republics feel it would be in the best long-term interest of all parties if you maintain your traditional goods trades with the Durwood. The Animemphat's long ears pitch forward. A strange turn. What did the Republics want then? Pelagina speaks quickly but confidently. Ta Andra Tara Perils. Trade will be picking up quickly on them in the Eastern Reach. You will buy them exclusively from us for the next 5 years. In exchange, we will be your exclusive market for Adraban and Karagolin for the same period. The Animemphath considers Pelagina's words for several long moments. An interesting proposition, Valiant. We will send emissaries south to discuss the details at greater length. Your appearance here speaks well of your Duke's intentions. Pelagina bows deeply. Revered Animemphath.
That's it. My position in the Brotherhood gone. I can't believe I just made up new trade terms to the Glanfath and Anamenfath. Postenago.
Pelagina, you did the right thing for the Republics. Even if the Dukes can't see it from their vantage, you can deal with their disapproval later.
Verus. They have a saying in Biajepe. New gold clears even the oldest debts. If I'm right, all will be forgiven. If not, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Speak with the Denimgen at Ter Evron in Elmsreach.
Hey there.
Sweet. Wait. Let's talk some more with her. What are the 6 tribes? Glenfathan society is divided into tribes which are further divided into clans. Each tribe is united by a particular history or way of life, and clans are communities of families that live together. In truth, there are more than 6 tribes, but the 6 largest have traditionally led the others. Each of the 6 has a seat here in the Passage of the Six, where we discuss matters of common interest. You saw, for instance, the debate that occurred before the Broken Stone War. She gives you an hesitant look. The 6 tribes are the Keepers of the Stone, Fisher Crane, 3-Tusk Stelgar, Stone Bramble, Twice-Split Arrows, and of course, the Guided Compass. Who are the Keepers of the Stone? They are the first and oldest of the tribes. When they first sailed to Air Glenfath, they met the Builders, who gave them the cornerstone, and those words you quoted as a token of friendship. Many of the tribes, even among the 6, looks to the Keepers for guidance and leadership. Their long history grants them a place of honor in our society, though it has also made them more conservative, in my observation. I'd like to hear about the Fisher Crane. A mostly Orlan tribe from the Thane Bog. Most of the sites they guard are half buried in the wetlands, and even the other tribes couldn't tell you where they are. She crosses her arms. They're not the most renowned of the tribes, but they are the cleverest and subtlest. Say what you will about the berserkers of 3-Tusk Stelgar, I'd rather face them than the Fisher Crane ambush squad any day. They're named after a long-necked bird that lives in the bog. It can stand motionless for hours, waiting for a muck frog or a spotted salamander. But when it strikes, it's faster than anything. Okay. What do you know about 3-Tusk Stelgar? She laughs and shakes her head, same as everybody. They're fearless maniacs and they want everyone to know it. They're considered a wild bunch, even among Glenfathans. Many of their territories have seen the most conflict with the Estermorn, and they don't forget it. They don't want anyone else to either. They inflicted and bore some of the heaviest casualties in the wars with the Estermorn. In fact, there was a rift within 3-Tusk Stelgar after the War of Black Trees. Dozens of clans broke away from the ravaged lands and retreated further into the Durwood, joining whichever tribes would take them. Broken Tusks, some call them. The majority of the tribe dug into the half-burned forest to hold the line, and many respect them for it. She frowns uneasily. They've more than earned their place amongst the 6, but they advocate more conflict than is wise, and too many others are quick to idolize them for their valor in battle. Tell me about Stone Bramble. Mostly dwarves out of the White March, they're one of the younger tribes, formed over the years by trade routes between the wilds and the mountains. They see themselves as genuinely Glenfathans, though, and who can argue with them? Only Fisher Crane defends sites in such inhospitable territory. Personally, though, I'd say it's gone to their heads. They like to think the rest of us have it easy in the lowlands, forgetting that the wars with the Estermorn never reached their mountains. Still, they came to our aid during both. They're named for a tough, thorny little plant that grows up in the mountains. It suits them. I'm not familiar with the twice split arrows. Not many are. They're traditionally outcast and exiled from other tribes, probably the least respected tribe of them all, but our ancestors believed they should have a voice, and so they've got a seat among the six. Most of the other tribes see them as scavengers and bottom feeders, but don't say that to a twice split arrow. They think themselves survivors and they're as proud of their tribe as anyone else. She shrugs. They'll accept anyone, and I suppose there's virtue in that. You never know what you're getting with them, though. Some clans will rob you blind, and others will slaughter a lamb for the honor of your visit. The Guided Compass is your tribe, right? Indeed, we're one of the younger tribes and not one of the most prestigious. We've tried to keep the peace with the Estremorn, which has earned us the reputation of appeasers among some of our Ardline brethren in Three Tusks Stelgar and the Keepers of the Stone. We value our heritage as Glenfathans, but we recognize that the Estremorn are here to stay. The way we see it, we can better follow our mandate to protect the places of the Builders by making peace with our neighbors. That's pretty cool. I'd like to know more about you. I am an Anemenfath of the Guided Compass. Like many Anemfatha, I have leadership in my blood. While tribal authority is not strictly hereditary, we believe that the strong leaders can impart a portion of their soul to their children and grandchildren, meaning that Anemfatha may succeed from a single line for many generations. She worries a sharpened thumb claw. Of course, with all that's happened here lately, I've wondered whether my family's line is coming to an end with me. Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Don't say that. We'll make, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. All right, let's see if we can get the scouting party thing. The side mission we just got. We also need to go back to Radric's Hold. Northweld. Oh. Okay. Where's that quest we have? No. Northweld, okay. We'll have to go there eventually. But no rush. Let's go back here, let's rest. Then head straight for Radric's Hold. It's like, come on, man. Can you just stay down? How many times must I kill him?
Looks a little healthier than before.
Oh. Zawa traveled and inquired all over the Eastern Reach to track down the missing monks. And one by one, the monks came across Zawa's path in a variety of forms. Some kith, some beasts, some in eunuch forms. Having apparently forgotten why they had set out on their meditation, the monks engaged Zawa in a protracted series of philosophical conversations. Ultimately, each monk traveled back through the mental labyrinths they had created, triggering a spontaneous realization and subsequent molting back into their original form. When they all returned to their monastery, they presented Zawa with a chime. Each monk had donated one of the chime's 12 bell to the final instrument. That's interesting. Right, we gotta go here first. Here we go.
Hail and well met.
Good hunting, I hope. What can I do for you? I'm here for the bounty on Ruska. You may have averted another war of the Black Trees, eh? Here's the coin they were offering. Sweet. I got Thorfinn's head. Seems like crossing the Knights tend to lead to a bad end. They pay well enough anyway. Here you are. We got plenty more money. Like tons more money. And we don't need it.
Better indeed.
Oh. Needham was a Glenfatton murderer who was notorious for both his brutality and his ability to avoid capture by the tribe's best hunters. When he was finally captured and put to death, his body was buried in a secret place near Cleaban Relag. Rio had given the unusual recommendation in the hopes that the Angwitan ruin would capture the killer's soul and prevent it from returning to the wheel. During a recent cleansing celebration, an Orlan child stumbled across Needham's grave. Not realizing what she had found, she told her parents, who guessed what it was, and in turn told other members of the tribe. Within a day, Needham's burial site had been plundered by a few foolhardy Glenfaddens, the body carried away for ritual purposes. All that remained was the ring finger from his right hand. The Anamphadab oppose the use of Needham's body for preparing sacred objects and will reward anyone who can return it to them. Let's send him. Eravius. Also, he's a Glenfatton too, so it works. Works out well. Rest here. Boom. Let's go get Raedric. Part 2. Okay. Fempir, as you approach the smiling woman at the side of the road, you are struck with a sense of unease. At this distance, you can see that her skin has sickly pallid sheen to it, and her eyes are the glassy milk white of a cadaver. Her expression sits oddly on her face, as if it requires great effort to maintain.
Greetings.
Lord Raedric has been inspecting you. The woman smiles a little wider. It is good that you have not refused this challenge. He feared you might prove a coward in the end. I would escort you to him if you wish. What are you? A loyal servant, granted a boon for a good service. Like my lord, I will persist beyond the cycle and walk an eternity upon the earth. Seek answers from him directly if you want them. Attack.
Bullseye.
That's it.
I don't deal with vampires.
Sure.
Sorry, bro.
Nice and quiet.
Save. Oh, this should be good. That's too bad for Kosh, though. Feels bad, man. Or Kolsk, whatever, however his name is pronounced. I don't know. Let's save again. What up, bro? Wait. Where is he? I should have asked her to take me to him. I have to search the entire place. Damn it! I was dumb. Maybe in here? I don't know where he is. Not gonna lie, I was sure he was gonna be on his throne. Nope, it's not in there. Let's go to the thing, maybe. Cyrax, if you're still around, do you know where he's supposed to be? I'm a bit lost. Like, is he in the catacombs? Is he...
I see where you're going with that.
He's on the rooftops? Save. Let's go. The rooftops. Why would he be on the rooftops? I find it interesting that in this universe, vampire instead of vampires are... They're not afraid of the sun. Oh, he's here, isn't he? Up here. Yeah. Zombie Raiderick. Yeah, he must be on the top there.